Hi, this is Rich Harrington for Producing Video Podcast, and we're actually at Photoshop World. But while I was here, I came across some really cool video products that I thought you guys would find useful for your mobile field productions. So I'm here with Bob Schmidt from Hoodman, and you guys are known, of course, in the camera space, but you do also make products for video pros, right?
Exactly. We have both digital camera accessories and video camera accessories, and we brought some of those here today for the video camera.
Well, so the first thing we have here is an LCD hood.
Correct.
What's this used for? What's really the purpose of this?
Basically what we're looking at is being able to see the LCD outside. So when you're taking your camcorder out and you're working off the LCD screen, 9 times out of 10, the sun and the light eliminate the screen completely. Can't see it. So this simply fits over the screen, allows you to see it. It's a very simple, easy concept to understand and benefit from.
And that actually folds flat as well, right?
Exactly. There are 4 panels sewn with plastic inserts and with Velcro and elastic, and it's a very simple on-off, back in the case, ready to go.
And what does one of those sell for?
$24.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's real reasonable. You could slip that right over the edge of the camera. Actually, our camera guy's using one right now, and helps cut down on some of the light pollution, so you could really get a better monitor of the shot, right?
Exactly. You're finding more and more people are working from the LCD screen, and they're not really looking through the eyepiece. So that opens up a whole nother world of glare. But yes, this makes it doable.
Good.
So
very, very nice. And are these available in different sizes for different styles of cameras?
yes, there's basically a 3-inch, and then there's a 3-inch high definition, which is the 16:9 format, and then there's a 4-inch. And those three pretty much cover about 90% of the market, from Canon to Sony to Panasonic. We're right in that realm. Plus, we also have a sizing chart on our website that gives you a pretty good reference as far as what you need.
So you can say what type of camera you have, and it recommends which one you need.
Exactly, as well as it has a footprint of the inside dimension of this, so you can just physically match it up, print it out, and it's a very simple process.
Excellent, excellent. And then this I'm really excited about. We've got this wrist shot system. So, walk us through, what does this do?
Well, here's what's happening. With the advent of all the shoulderless cameras now, you have no ability to rest the camera on your shoulder anymore.
Right.
So when you're in handheld mode, you're in a situation where you're suspended. This takes the weight of the camera, transfers it from your hand, finger, and wrist down to the lower arm and elbow. And it kind of slips right over with 2 sides to it, kind of similar to the rollerblade type bracing system, but it's very lightweight, and it takes a base plate that will hold the camera. It's a quick release, very unique design, but it's very comfortable, very easy to put on.
I like that you have very easy screw to use on the bottom, plus you could use a coin.
Exactly. Both coin and screw combination and a set screw. So once you're in, you're on, you're in our world now. So with that in mind, you can easily slip this on, lock it down, it doesn't go anywhere. Then you have your adjustment for your hands, fingers, and wrist. But once it's on, you're finding that your camera movement will not only be more steady, it'll be from a body and arm standpoint. You're not using your wrist, hand, and fingers to move, so you don't get a really kind of gimbal approach.
So you'll have smoother pans. And
exactly. I'm not saying it's a steady cam, but it's giving you the ability to move with larger muscles. That's what we're working with here, and that's what the wrist shot does.
And what weight of camera is this well suited for?
Go up to about 10 pounds.
Okay.
Beyond 10, just to give you a reference, a P2 is about 8. So some of the Sonys like the EX1 are kind of in the 7 range. So you're really covering up. Beyond 10 pounds, you could do it. This will handle it. But as far as from you to physically doing it, it's really difficult. It's too heavy.
But when you go beyond 10 pounds, you're often getting back into shoulder mount cameras anyways.
Yeah. Then you're moving away from the hand, into a shoulder camera. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
Okay. And what does a unit like this cost?
It retails for $199. And with that, you get the obvious wrist shot, you get the sliding base plate, and then there's one other. This fits on your tripod, so you can adapt this into any system that you're using. So if you have a Bogan or some other type of unique system, you can integrate this in, so now you can bounce between handheld back to any other type of attachment, which makes it really
Which is nice. So when you have to pop off and go get the action shot, you're not tied down.
Exactly, correct. That's what we had that in mind. And but if you feel it weighs less than a pound, so you're really not adding anything to, other than just giving you the ability to really support your camera and increase the longevity of your handheld.
And is this like fiberglass or what sort of?
It's a high-impact plastic with a carbon fiber treatment over it. So in other words, it's not truly carbon fiber, otherwise we wouldn't be able to afford it.
Right. Very nice, very nice. And then one other thing that I liked, I was looking at your guys' memory cards. A lot of the newer HD cameras and hard drive-based cameras are supporting SD cards. But there's a lot of confusion on the market of how good of an SD card do I need. You guys have some pretty high-end cards, and what are we looking for if we're going to be using an SD card with a video camera? What do we need?
Okay, what we're looking at is you want to first of all have a Class 6 card, which is the highest class, highest speed.
And are those the ones that you normally find like in a Best Buy, or do you have to go higher?
You'd really want to go to either a video dealer or a camera dealer that would have those types of cards. It's the higher
or your website.
Or the website, of course. Yeah, that would work out well. And I think what we're doing with that is giving you the ability to, our cards are the only ones that are manufactured here in the United States. So it's a really reliable piece of flash within it. It's Samsung flash that's produced here, and it gives a really high performance. And that's what you want to see. And we have, ours are packaged in a way where we put the card with an SDHC reader, because most SDHC cards, as you know, don't work in a regular SD reader. But we have 2, 4, 8, and 16 gig with a 32 on the horizon.
So this frees it up because a lot of people are stuck plugging their camera directly into the computer because they can't get the card to mount any other ways.
Correct.
This will free you up to mount the card so the camera can go shoot.
Exactly. Yeah, then you're just passing cards back and forth at that point, and you're not dealing with the camera as a reader. It's a very expensive reader.
And how about failure rates? What are we looking at with a Class 6 card?
Class 6 card, we've had our cards out for 20 months now, and we have not had a corrupt file. And I can honestly say that because I'm the one that answers the calls when I get them. But it's really it's a very solid card. It's very reliable. It's not the cheapest card, but it's the most reliable, and it's the best.
So what's a 16 gigabyte card hold for a lot of, like, let's say AVC HD ballpark, and how much does it cost?
Probably about, I want to say 90 minutes, somewhere in that range.
Of HD footage.
Right. And it also is about $189 range for a 16.
And of course, these are completely reusable. The benefit of shooting to a card is that you can recycle it after the footage is transferred. So, how many times is a card like this rated to be used?
Currently, we're getting well over 200,000 cycles, so it's a significant amount of time. That's where you get the difference between ours and other manufacturers, where we have an increased sustained rate of, well over 200,000 cycles. So it's a long.
And chances are your camera will not last 200,000 cycles.
Yeah, you'll be into another camera by then, and you may be in another business. Who knows?
Or it might be your children shooting at that point.
Exactly, right. It's been handed down at that point. And but no, you don't ever have to worry about that.
Great.
That's.
Well, great. Sounds like 3 great products people could check out. What's your guys' website? Where should they go?
It's hoodmanusa.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
And we have everything on the website.
Great. Yeah. Bob, thanks very much for producing Video Podcasts. I'm Rich Harrington. Be sure to check out the website, our podcast as well, and you can see these products. We'll have a few more details as well as some web links. You could find that at VidPodcaster and, of course, HoodmanUSA.com. Thanks again.
You're welcome.